Observe the, observe the art which are emphasized, emphasized, and you will catch the deep meaning which the poet had in mind. Some vary in makeup, somewhere in your makeup, passes in the shape of your brain. They learn sleeping the seed of achievement which you are used, aroused, and put into the action would would carry you to heights such a huge many never have hoped to attain. Just a master of musician may cause the most may cause the most beautiful strands strands of beautiful terrains of with to pure both form of starting steering of a bowling. So may you are aroused arouse the genius which asleep lies asleep in your brain. A cause it to drive your upward to whatever goal you may wish to achieve. Abraham Lincoln was a failure of everything. The third unit until he was well past the age of 40. Age of age of 40. He was a Mr. Nobody from nowhere until the great experience come into his life and use a aroused the sleeping genius with a his had a brain had a brain and gave the world one of it really great man. The the experience was mixed with the emotion of sorrow and love. It coming to him thoughts through any ruthless, the only woman, woman whom he ever truly loved. It is no fact. The emotion of love is akin, closely akin to the state of mind now as the path faith and this for a reason that love comes very near to translating one's thought impulse 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 to their spiritual equivalent during his work of research. The author discovered from the analysis of the life work and achievement of hundreds of men of outstanding accomplishment that, that there was the influence of a woman's love back up nearly every one of them. The emotion of love in the human heart and brain create a portable field of magnetic attraction which is cause of influx of the higher on pinner vibration which are a float in the ether ether. If you wish evidence of the power of faith, study the achievement of men and women who have employed it. At the, at the head of the list of comes the Nazarenes. Christianity is the greatest single force which influenced the mind of man. The basic of Christianity is faith. No matter how no matter how many people many have the prohibited of mistreated the meaning of this great force, and no matter how many becomes harmonies becomes and creed have been created in its name which do not reflect it stands the sum and substance of the teaching and the achievement Christ which my which might have been interpreted interpreted as a miracle. We are nothing more nor more more not less than faith. If there are any such of phenomena as the miracle, they are produced only towards a state of mind known as faith. Some teachers of religion and many who call themselves Christians neither understand nor practice faith. Let us consider the power of faith as it now being the demonstrated by a man who is well known to all of civilization, Mahatma Gandhi of the Indian. In this man, the world was one of the most outstanding example now to civilization of the possibility of faith. Gandhi wield more of potential power than any man living at this time, and this despite the fact that he was no of the orthodox orthodox tool of power, such as money battle the ships, soldier and the materials of warfare. Gandhi has no money. He has no home. He does not own the suit of clothes, but he does. But he does have power. How does he come by that power? He created it out of the understanding of the principle of wealth and through his ability to transplant the faith into the mind of 200 million people. Gandhi has accomplished through the influence of faith that which the strongest military power of earth could not and never will be accomplished 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 through the soldier or military equipment. He has accomplished the outstanding feat of influencing 200 million mind to collect and move into unison as the single mind. What other powers of earth expect faith could do as much. There will become a day when his employees will discover the possibility of faith. That day is a drawing. The whole world has had ample amply ample the opportunity during the recent business depression depression to the witness what the lack of faith will do business. Surely civilization has produced a sufficient number of intelligence human being to make us the of this great lesson which is the depression has taught the world. During the depression the world had evidence in the abundance that the whispered fear whispered fear will is paralyze the wells of industry and business. Out of this experience will arise leader in business and industry who will be profit by example which Gandhi has set for the world and they will apply to business the many static tactics that tactics which has used in building the great following now. Its history of the world. Thus leader will come from the rank and file of the unknown men who now labor in the steel plant and koila mines, the automobile factor and in the small town of cities of America. Business tip for Repo. Business tip on Repo. Make no mistake about this. The method of past based upon economy combination combination force the pure will pure 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 force and pure will be supplant supplanted supple, supplanted by the better principle of faith and cooperation. Men who labor will receive more than daily wages. They will be receive dividend from the business. The sum as the, the sum as those who supply the capital for business. But but first they must be give more. Therefore, employees and stop his bickering, bickering and the bargaining by force at the expense of the public. They must earn the right of dividend. Moreover, and this is most important, this all of important thing of all, they will be led by leader who will be understand and apply the principle of employed by the Mahatma Gandhi. Only in this way my leader get from the get from their follower to spirit of fully of cooperation which constitute power in the highest and most enduring form. The, this stupid machine as in which we lie, the for which we are just emerging has taken the soul out of the man. Its leader have driven men through the man as through the very pieces of good machinery, machinery, machinery. They very forced to do so be by the employees who have bargaining at the expense and all concrete to get not to keep the watchword of the future will a human happiness and commitment and which the state of mind shall have been attained, the production will take care of itself more effectively than anything that has ever been accomplished. Very men did not and could not mix with faith and individual interest with their labor. because of the need for faith and cooperation in oper- operating business and industry. It will be both interest and portable to analyze an event which is provide an excellent understanding of the method by which industry and businessmen accumulate accumulate great fortune fortune fortunes by giving before they try to get. The event chosen for this illustration dates back to 19 when the United States Steel Corporation was being formed. As you read the story, keep in mind there is fundamental fact and you will be understand how ideas have been converted into how achieve past the Hog United the Hog United States of Corporation was born in the mid of Charles M. Sucheb in the form of a idea he created through his imagination. Second, he mind faith will be idea of third he formulated a plan for a transform of idea into the physical and financial reality. Fourth, he put his plan into action, whose action which is famous speech at the club. University club. Fifth, he applied and following through on his plan with persistency and backed it with proper decision until it had been fully carried out. Six, he prepared the way for success by a burning desire for success. If you are if you are if you are one of those who have obtained the 100 how great fortune are accumulate this story of the creating of United States Corporation will be analyzing if you have any doubt about the man can you think and glory this story will be disciple disciple that doubted because you can clearly see the story of United States United State of Steel the application of protein major protein of the 13 principle of 13 principles describe this book. The outstanding description of the power of idea was dramatically told John Llewellyn in the New York World Telegram with whose honesty contest contest then is here required.